Thank you. Thank you. It is an absolute honor to be here winning the Pregame Discharge Award for Best Host. I never thought I would be...
Why?
I never...
This show is rigged!
I just... Wow, it's hot in here.
He nominated himself!
Hey, listen, jackass! I earned this! Who the fuck... Wait... No, what? I'm Lyle Rath, and this is Pregame Discharge. Enjoy the show! For in my time gone, I have become strong. Strong enough to open the world's largest jar of pickles for the world's largest woman, the Statue of Liberty. Lo does she hunger, and pickles be her favorite food, for they are as green as she is. You'd have known that if you listened once in a while. Oh, I bet it tears you up inside to see her happy. Her insides are gonna be even more torn up if you catch my splodge. You can think as hard as you want, because I am unthinkably hard. You fuckwit! You dingus! I'm fucking freedom, you hear me? I'm fucking freedom! Fortnite is getting a new Among Us style game type to go along with its Martin Luther King mode.
I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Just as a reminder, as far as you know, you're awake right now, and this is reality. Hear me out here. What if, hypothetically, ragdoll physics, and when you crash into stuff, he head come off? Would people rather go through checkpoint hoops, or he head come off? Mario, get the gun! I heard a noise! A Frenchman has spoken its name officially, and then saw his shadow, which means that we get 2 more packs of cigarettes tonight.
No!
I play video games specifically to avoid having to navigate the emotions of other human beings, thank you very much. If you have Netflix anyway, you might as well try it, right? What is it gonna do? Cut your dick in half? Cut your pussy in half? You know, but horizontally? Pussy looking like one of them paper fortune teller things people used to make in elementary school. You remember those? Then you stop paying 15 bucks a month and then it goes back and you never find out if Derek liked you or not. Because you wanted to watch something on Paramount Plus? You're lost. We're not allowed to crash them, but we can text while we drive. Wearing a seatbelt while I drink. See, this is the kind of golf that politicians and billionaires play. Mario is so happy right now because he just closed an informal business merger that gives him a total monopoly on children's insulin. Yes, I did see the news. Moon hatched. I don't care. If it starts shit, then fine, I'll do my thing, but otherwise, it's not my problem. I've got this indignation with the mailman that I'm really excited to vengeance on. There's a fucking invoice that I need to figure out how to fill out. I should have sent it like 3 weeks ago. I already got a list. And for it, I have acquired this jar of beautiful boiling poison, concocted of tears from venomous serpents, cried after receiving news that they had been poisoned by an even stronger poison. And here's the thing, is like, I'm actually glad the moon hatched. Like, if it fucks off, good, right? That's better. Anyway, the Denny's that closes at 11 p.m. will feel the unmitigated fury of 1,000 ghosts whose souls are trapped mid-scream as I release them directly into the ventilation system at 10:58. The ensuing 2 minutes compressed in eternity. And it's not that it hatched that bothers me, and it doesn't bother me. None of it bothers me. Like, if I were to vengeance a moon, I would have needed such a ridiculous arsenal of bullshit and the moon jokes. Have you ever heard a good "I just killed the moon" joke? No, they don't exist. They're all shit. And I mean, what if it hatches? Then it's a different thing, and that's months of work, and it's just all down the drain. Why would I bother with that? I'm Lyle Rath, and this is Pregame Discharge, the only video game show that's one small step for me and one giant death for moonkind. If you haven't played Control, I've played a few hours of it, and I can tell you confidently that I don't know what the fuck is going on in that game. It's kind of like Twin Peaks, I guess. And if you haven't seen that, I haven't either, so I don't even know if that's an accurate descriptor. Look, there's a breakdown in communication going on somewhere, but if you want some of the stronger shit, if you want the fucking black market Pokemon. Take a hit of this shit. This is fucking Dokkaebi, dog. You like this? This is gonna lay you the fuck out. What is it? Dude, what isn't it? We're looking at the same thing here. You fight it, you're gonna have a bad time. The second you start asking questions about this, your whole world's gonna fall apart. It'll mellow out in a second. You want some water? If that one's not your vibe, I also got Pal World. You want to start a Pokemon gun sweatshop? Okay, let's just gloss over that. This never happened. We never talked. Give me Dark Souls Pinocchio. Let's go. That's a real thing. That's not a joke. Dark Souls Pinocchio is Dark Souls no jokio. I'd never joke about video games. That's just not something that I would do. Lego Star Wars The Poop Grasper Saga. Skyrim is getting released again, but this time it's personal. As in Todd Howard personally wants a bunch more money. There's a Call of Duty game about World War II. And no, I don't mean Call of Duty Finest Hour, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 2 Big Red One, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty Roads to Victory, Call of Duty World at War, or Call of Duty World War II. I'm talking about Call of Duty Vanguard, you silly asshole. You shit-eating moron. You fuckbag idiot. This one's not just gonna be in boring old Germany. I mean, some of it is, but there's gonna be Stalingrad. There's gonna be North Africa. I bet you didn't even know they had a World War II there. There's gonna be Pearl Harbor. They usually don't touch that one. See, totally different, right? You know I'm the push you need to the stairs you deserve. I stand here ready at the edge, and I will be pushing. On the dance floor, I'm pushing. On the toilet, I'm pushing. On the playground, I'm pushing. Go ahead and tell teacher, but I won't get in trouble. My mom doesn't care. She's divorced, and she's a metaphor too. A metaphor-atu, which suck dicks instead of blood apparently, but I don't need no new daddy. If my 5 Christmases haven't made it clear to you already, you and I are not the same. The CEO of Illumination, the Minion Movies studio, is now on Nintendo's board of directors. There are gonna be some changes around here. We're talking Mario dabbing, Mario flossing, Mario in a thong. Mushrooms? Not funny enough. Mario likes potatoes now, and he goes, oh, potato! It's funny now, it'll be funny 100,000 times from now. Make him say it that many times. I didn't exactly go through it with a lice comb, but I did the best I could with my fingies to pick out the prime louses for thee. You're a skeleton and Kirby is glad about it. Kirby meets real world animals. Here's a gorilla and Kirby cuts up its knees. Toby Fox hot drops Deltarune Chapter 2 like he ate it at Chipotle. That's a little poop joke. You like the poop joke? With a main protagonist that says things like, okay, that's freaking epic.
I'm seeing freaking dragons. I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now.
Kratos is back as... No! Halo Infinite got a flight test, which is basically just a cool word for beta, like games journalist. You will know just enough to hold a conversation, but not so much that you'll weird people out. And that's the pregame promise. Don't say the phrase pregame promise in the conversation. Gaming and can't work? You may be entitled to all the Cheetos in the snack drawer. I'm Lyle Rath from Pregame Discharge, and around here we have a saying, the gamer is always right. I will personally call your fucking dad on his cell phone and tell him I don't give a fuck if he's a contractor. If you've hit level 100 on the Fortnite Battle Pass, you have officially worked the number of hours to qualify as a full-time employee, and you deserve benefits. Did writers kill off a character that you like? Get out of here. You have a legal right to a full retraction and final say in the writer's room, as well as a character of your exact race, gender, political affiliation, and build represented exclusively positively. People like to treat gamer like it's a dirty word. Well, we're taking it back. It's our word. If someone calls you a gamer with a hard R, start recording and scream at them in public. Sir, what did you just call me? What? Every society has been built on the foundation of gamers, so don't hesitate. Call now! I am a gamer and I have my rights! I don't play Animal Crossing, so I tried asking someone who did what parts of it were specifically exciting, to which their response was an extremely unhelpful everything. So here's my recap. You can drink coffee and experience fictional caffeine. You have to buy an amiibo for anyone else to drink the coffee. A turtle can scream at you on a boat. You can fund a trailer park. There's new haircuts. Rotate your arms forward and back to stretch. There is a pro decorating license, and you can increase the number of bridges and inclines. You get redeem airline miles for Leaf or something. Paint your squeakoid. You can hold 5,000 furnitures. If there's a tight space, you can kind of turn sideways and put a soundscape in someone's house and polish a flower box. Sounds like real fun to somebody. Speaking of Halloween, Phasmophobia is getting new spooky phasmophobes. There are 4 new ghosts that you can tell to go back to where they came from and dress up as insensitively for costume parties. But I bet you're jumping out of your chair to meet Noah and Sagan Kelsling. You might be saying, who? That's right, sequel announcement. The game's not even out yet. Scream! Scream with joy! I don't drink anything that comes out of a child, but other than that, fuck it, let's do shots. A conspiracy of one is just a manifesto, so am I going robes or trench coat? Because if you don't let me in, I'm kicking down the door. I think they just wanted to spit up as much as they could while their mouth was still full of freshly juiced victory milk. I can't really blame them, just like you can't really blame me for that description. There was nothing I could do about it. The Uncanny Head got an announcement trailer. I, for one, will never submit to the Uncanny Head, but you can if you want to. So if you thought fun party rhythm games were dead, they are. But rest assured that their corpse will be consumed as mulch, making Travis Scott concerts for Naruto. Your boat is filled with rats now, and here's why that's a good thing. Something jolly this way comes, and I expect the snowflakes aren't gonna like it. That's right, here at Pregame Discharge, we don't say no happy holidays. We say, fight me on the gift rock, coward! You want your video games? You don't have to win, you just have to earn it. There is a Christmas on war, lest we not forget the spirit of the season. We're celebrating on his birthday after all. Krosnavog, the unyielding, third king of death. You know well and good the bells jingle for thee. But you know, without the part where Imagine Dragons shows up and goes, they say that you degrade us, but then they be the haters. Hi ho the Dario. This could be the first good Sonic game in a long time, in the same way you could shit out a diamond tomorrow morning. Like, it's technically possible. You shouldn't expect it. But if you're one of those people who thinks the Amoguses are thick and wants to clap those cheeks until they invent VR electroshock therapy, I guess this is the game for you. Destiny 2, the Witch Queen got a trailer. It's just like a regular woman in a t-shirt being like, I done seen it. I done seen a witch. I don't pay attention to Destiny, so I don't know what the plot implications of that are, but it is what you would say if you saw one. And also there's going to be a crafting system and a glaive. Like a sword on a stick. That'll stop all those guns and that witch. The director of the original Silent Hill is making a game called Slitterhead, and that is a slur. Bleep that out. I was just singing along. The Dune game got a teaser trailer, and what the fuck? It totally spoils the part in the 3rd book where it's revealed that Arrakis is in a giant hand and then the hand squishes it. That's gonna be how like the 8th movie ends at this rate. No, seriously, I read Dune because some girl I was trying to impress said she liked Dune, and I lied about reading it, and then I did read it, and then I found out that she lied about reading it to impress me. Why did I do all that reading for? I'm glad it all got squished. The trailer was just a wet man followed by some jump scares. Even the text was a jump scare. It went bah! The Wonder Woman game got a teaser, which was just a 3D model of Wonder Woman. That was kind of scary too, I guess.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Lies! She dies!
Okay, you know what? The whole thing's like this. Maybe I'll take it. Quantic Dream, of course, is the studio behind Heavy Rain, Detroit, Be a Robot, or whatever. And that game where Elliot Page has a ghost balloon, and he was like, bro, why did you model my boobs into this? That's weird. We're in some territory now, aren't we? It'll be ready and spready at the end of June, which is an old school animation nod to Bambi. Or maybe kind of like a Don Bluth sort of thing with like Bakshi influences. Yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about. CalArts kids take note. In this 2-hour video, I'll tell you how the Thundercats cartoon is worse than Hitler. And if nothing else, this game is looking fucking beautiful. Okay, I don't know why that's what you put on the screen there, but... No, she's not ugly, that's not what I'm saying. It's just a weird thing to show there. Like, to even explain it, I have to take a side on that? You're epic Mother Goose characters, and you can shoot people with guns and build a Jerusalem, and a guy presses a button and it goes, "Blah, blah." And that's why I'm kicking it off the right way, by seeking defeat. Yeah, you heard me right, because you can't have a good vengeance without a good defeat. That's just how it works. It's like bulking and cutting. See, everyone wants the vengeance body, but what they don't understand is a body of vengeance is just as much about hitting your macros. How much sleep are you getting, and is it good restful sleep, or is it sleep from being beaten unconscious while your village is destroyed and there was nothing I could do about it? If you diet, does help as long as you have a way of clawing yourself back. And yeah, sometimes life gets in the way, but it's more about persistence than it is about perfection. Rome wasn't crushed in a day. It required a lot of Goths to get to where it is. And so did I, but I can tell you firsthand they're not into you unless you're broken, so you better get to breaking. Because the stronger you get, the more you gotta increase your resistance. Oh, come on, were you even trying? Yeah, it's hard work, but it's all worth it. Because at the end of it all, you get to finally say... You don't need one of these. Nobody needs one of these. Especially if it's not connected to your computer and you can't go on the internet and watch videos. Normal videos, dog video. If you don't know what an NFT is, God, I wish I was you.
It's a Cronenberg shooter.
He's the last boss.
Yeah.
He comes out and says, "Don't you like my icky movies?" And then you fucking shoot him in the head. What do I and the Italian Senate have in common? Before now, I would have said nothing. But it turns out we both watched Final Fantasy VII porn this morning. This is real, a video of Tifa getting railed from behind played for the entire Italian Senate during a public Zoom meeting. And I don't mean it was on there for a second, then closed immediately. It was there for a good 30 to 45. Look, say what you will about Italians, but they do have taste. And if progress like this keeps happening, maybe one day Italians and normal people will be able to live side by side. Alright gamers, huddle up, we need to talk. I was in your bushes on Valentine's Day for unrelated reasons, and what I saw shocked me. Some of you got it in, or got it in you, and you're doing great. Hit the showers, you scamps, you absolutely reek of it. The rest of you though, I have worked my entire life to cultivate an audience of power plowers and hammer holes. And if you're not living up to that potential, that reflects badly on me. Do you think this is some kind of a joke? Am I the kind of person that would joke about sex? Gamers, this is serious. So I'm gonna give you a crash course real quick. Number one, whether you're swinging for bros, babes, or anything in between, everyone prefers chocolate to flowers. What am I, on a diet? Get that shit out of my face and out of this bush. They taste horrible. Number two, you are going to need fists that move like water. If water was a fist and not a liquid but a solid, but not like ice because that breaks pretty easily. And you're gonna want it to be hot like a roaring fire instead of cold. I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory, so let's move on. Number three, do not make eye contact under any circumstance. Stare at a wall at a 90-degree angle from the person you're talking to like you're deep in thought. I don't know why this works, but it does. And number four, just kind of like chill, man. Like, sometimes you just won't click. That's fine. Worst case scenario, you just end up saving yourself time. Rejection's not the worst thing in the world. Now get out there, and maybe you won't have to spend next Valentine's Day in the bushes observing gamers on all levels. Instead, you'll spend it in the bushes like me. For unrelated reasons. I'm Lyle Rath, and this is Pregame Discharge, the only video game show that's mind seems to be somewhere else, even though it's making good conversation and it's driving your curiosity wild. They're fucking scared of me. Who posts a goddamn press release at 10:05 specifically? I don't even play Destiny 2. What are you afraid I'm gonna do? Make a joke about how they keep vaulting content they made you pay for, or how there's no matchmaking for raids, or how you can't save loadouts in a gear-based game, or how the ghost never shuts the fuck up and has never had anything interesting to say, or how skill trees suck, or how you're forced to return to the tower constantly, or how you can't actually do anything on your ship, or how Transmog and Eververse are atrociously bad and New Light was left in shambles after most of the free content was sunset, or how any new player who picks up the game now would inevitably be left with a constant sense of FOMO, or like say it was boring and grindy or something. I would never say something like that. I don't care about Destiny 2. They announced a new Fire Emblem Dynasty Warriors thing. If you thought your dramatic orchestra music didn't have enough musts and shalls over it.
We must must.
The franchise that launched 1,000 Wiimotes through television sets worldwide is back. That's right, there's going to be a Nintendo Switch Sports. Is your grandma going to be duped into buying this one too? These Nintendo executives sure hope so, as they destroy children at fake volleyball.
I can't move around the way I used to, so I programmed the game to make the child lose every time.
That's brilliant, Koizumi-san. Mickey himself possesses the power of, and I quote, symphonic speed.
Symphonic speed.
Which I think is when they make it in a lab instead of crushing up Adderall. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is coming at ya straight from the planet Anus.
Ionios.
I think they implied they cloned a guy. Ryu is built like a house now, and the logo is built like a first-year graphic design student's homework assignment. Nah, I'm just joking around. Seriously, guys, stop being so mean to the interns. They don't get paid. Pokemon did a... Tom Holland has said that he wants to make a Jack and Daxter movie, which gives me the same feeling as watching someone's unattended child break something expensive in a store. Like, I don't have the authority to stop him, but somebody does, and I'm annoyed that they didn't grab his arm and tell him no. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the United States Postal Service has NFTs and a podcast, and you... I know we spend a lot of time on Pregame Discharge talking about vengeance and power, and usually when we do, we're screaming. But you know what nobody screams enough about? Self-care. Except for my therapist. That guy's always screaming. I don't know why. I've never met anybody who hates being punched in the jaw that much. So before I start my hard work of talking about video games, I'm gonna take a little time to relax. You might not think it from my well-measured demeanor, but I actually have some anger issues. It's only by a healthy regiment of tension-relieving coping mechanisms that I'm able to be the calm and collected guy you all know. Getting some time to yourself to unwind is important at motherfuck. Sorry, one sec. Hey, can you turn that up? Thank you! I think it was the great philosopher Henry David Thoreau that once said, "The duty of man, deep into his ass, doesn't really matter what the pinky fingers." And while I don't agree with all of that, I do think it's good that that fucking guy is dead. I'll put that on my calmness board. NVIDIA had a little leaky weaky like you just did on your gas-liney whiny, and it's shutting down your brainy waney. They're putting out a collection of all the old-school Ninja Turtles games for you and your cowabunghole. Call up your childhood friends and invite them over for a pizza party where you try not to think about the fact that the last time you played this, your parents were the same age that you are now and were able to afford a house as a single-income cashier at a bait-and-tackle shop. Maybe you haven't played Valkyrie Profile 2 Slime Area, or Valkyrie Profile Covenant of the Plume, but as someone who clearly has an extensive knowledge of these games, I can tell you that of them there are several, and this certainly looks to be another one. But like Miyamoto himself once said, delay me once, shame on you. Delay me twice. Fucking Cyberpunk really turned out to be a shit show, didn't it? We did get a little shot of the Master Sword. It's all goopy and stuff. That's where the hard work is going, into making it goopy. The most expansive and detailed creation of Hogwarts ever. That's right, everything down to the Dementors performing magical genital inspections to sort the students into their assigned bathrooms has been lovingly recreated. The subscription service is an extension of PlayStation Plus, which now comes in 3 tiers. I wish. She's got to be full-blown crying before never mind. One Piece, or as I like to call it,
Will Lyle say A, 1 puss, B, 1 piss, C, 1 piece of shit? Cast your votes in the comments now.
This one's been in development for a while. The original series creator was involved, and hey, what was that? Thought you could just slide that one past us, huh? Oh, it's just like a cool super move. Haha, I'm on to you. The Nintendo Switch has folders now. This is probably only exciting to the same kind of people who cable manage and eat their parents' corpses when they die, but I like to keep those people happy, so I know where not to be on Monday.
When you're on the go, there's only 3 things you need. Your roller skates, your fanny pack, and a darkness in your heart that burns like a blackened flame, igniting your very soul. Fear? I knew her once, fucked her twice, and left her 3 times, all while wearing a fanny pack, because I'm so on the go. If you've got to ask where to go, you're not on the go. Being on the go doesn't have a destination, only a destiny. But I passed that a long time ago. It is not until the screaming jaws of the cosmos tear open like the zipper of a fanny pack to surrender the granola bar of oblivion that my on-the-go appetite will finally be satiated. And once it is, I don't know where I'll go, but I know what kind of go I'll be on. I'm Lyle Rath, and this is Pregame Discharge, the only video game show that's always on the go.
Sora goes to the real world and has normal human-sized feet. You see them. Don't worry, the battle pass is fine. I repeat, the battle pass is okay. Rain or shine, the battle pass and the store will never delay. Thank you, 343. You truly deliver where it counts. Here is live action Master Chief from the Halo television show, and this is the Halo cookbook. What a time to be a Halo fan and taste the miniature churros that Master Chief so adores.
Come back at the end of every month for new episodes and show them to your stupid mom. She'll go, I don't get it. And you'll say, that's because you're stupid, Mom. I get it because I am smart and you are stupid.
What do you think this is, an opera? No, I will not have a Maria. I'm full, thank you. I'm not a big fan of the Geneva Reventions either. I miss my pocket napalm more than I miss my lost childhood. But we all agreed, no bitch shit. I'm not saying you gotta fight everyone you've ever hated in a burning building shirtless, but if you've never done it, that's like being a food critic that's never tasted savory and gives my restaurant a 2-star rating. And I did fight that guy shirtless in a burning building. I left the stove on. What's your excuse? I'm Lyle Rath, and this is Pregame Discharge. Square Enix is selling Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, and the studios that make them. Why? To invest in NFTs and shit, of course. Perfect time to do it. Couldn't be prouder. Now, this was going to be a pretty open and shut thing. I was going to make a joke or two, play the clip of the Halo guy saying,
Bored ape stolen.
call Square dumb and move on. But in researching this story, I ended up uncovering something much bigger lurking just below the surface. Kyle, play the scary music. Wait, the rabbit hole goes deeper! Because looking at the recent acquisitions of Embracer Group, they purchased a company that makes board games called Asmodee for $3 billion! Billion! With a B! For reference, Disney bought Marvel for $4 billion. There is no gold behind our money. You telling me fucking Ticket to Ride is worth 10 Tomb Raiders? Is Big Board Game really so vast in its influence? What the fuck is going on? Not gonna lie, has a little bit of the vibe of those videos where someone just grabs a model and slaps it into a hyper-realistic Unreal Engine field and everyone in the comments says, Nintendo, hire this man. And I think it might have happened. I think Sega hired that man. The developers of Genshin Impact and Honky Impact? What? EA is jealous of what Microsoft and Activision have and wants to be bought or merged with. God, these fucking business stories. Yes, I am always this entertaining at parties. Now, I know as gamers, you might say, who would want to buy EA? That's the poop company that makes games for butts. And you'd be right. The gaming industry is folding in on itself like the city from Inception. Except that was the best part of Inception, so it's like opposite Inception, where that's the part that sucks. You also get to go to the previously locked off Sports Dome, presumably to play real sports like League of Legends, or you could just watch watch Pregame Discharge at the end of the month and take them all like a shot to the spine and not have to give a baker's fuck about any of these, because that's what this show is for.
But an unconventional enemy must be enemaed by unconventional means. This won't be our last dance, but the first of a new tango. One that twists and gyrates like it's out for spicy blood. A screaming echo of its own former glory. And I'm ready.
You disgusting sex pervert. You just want to have a giant lady choke you in VR. Shame on you and only you and nobody else in this conversation. Moving on. Oh, hey, there's a game where you play as a cat. Stray, more like spay, because if you don't do that, then 5 more of them will end up in my editor Kyle's house. This life is hell. It's not even my fault this time. Ooh, okay, not everything has to be blood and killing and clandestine factory accidents. But if you don't have those things, you're completely defenseless when something tries to avant-garde you. And if that gets you, you're quirky for the rest of your life. I can't believe that T-shirt Kevin's Chaos Quest is seriously the direction that Final Fantasy is going now.
Chaos.
Back in my day, it was simple. You had a girly-looking feller with spiky hair and too many belts, and he makes friends with 7 cartoon characters and then kills God with a sword twice his size. Yeah, it was a little bit confusing and goofy, but this is sludge. This is goo. Monster Hunter's out here dropping new slurs.
Lucent Nargacuga.
And you can actually say it because it's white. I want to say it looks kind of fun, but I don't have a Funko Pops collection. That was a real train of thought. Welcome to the Jeff Fest. Population Jeff.
Jeff.
Imagine being not only a alien, but the alien, and they just keep making bad games about you. I would call someone. I would complain. With the regular mouth and with the smaller mouth within, doing a different voice so they thought it was 2 separate complaints. That would show them. 30 years later. Oh, is this,
This is the remake of a very old game, it looks like.
Isn't it the one with the guys on the planet and, like, the aliens help them? Is that what it is?
Kyle revealing he has never played a video game in his entire life.
You've never heard of Flashback, you fucking moron? You fucking dipshit. 30 years later, Kyle. Witchfire, you can't put those 2 things together. They're opposites. Yes! The Rock is here! And boy, does it seem like he wants to be. I've always thought that The Rock and gamers would get along if they ever just met. The Rock would say something like, I'm just here to promote this energy drink that I clearly don't drink. And gamers would say, we love those, The Rock. We have so much in common. Do you perchance have a new trailer for the Black Adam movie? And The Rock would say, yeah, whatever, enjoy your gaming.
Enjoy your gaming.
Fucking pussies. By the way, you know that movie is called Black Adam, like the guy's name? I don't know if that's racist, but it is something. If you want to play this, then maybe the real 2023 beta was in here all along. Meanwhile, welcome to Alphaville, population me. There were no NFTs in the 1950s, Phil.
Yeah, they were called war bonds, idiot.
Yeah.
Does the world really need more Fortnites? No, said everyone 4 years ago. But here comes yet another nonetheless. Humankind, go ahead, buy the cultures of Latin America. Oh, it's real quiet in here all of a sudden. I wonder why. I wonder why. If you're not caught up on One Piece, you don't need to watch it from the start. You could just start it whenever. I don't even know if that's true or not, but apparently they hate it when you say that, so I've just been doing it. Neil Druckmann came out and said, my daughter drew this nice picture. Shouldn't it be a video game? Shouldn't Last of Us 1 get a remaster? Shouldn't Troy Baker be in the Last of Us show? Shouldn't there be a Last of Us show? And then the Jeff Fest was over. Okay, I'm gonna wake me up now. Hey, fuckhead! What? I had this horrible dream. I did an ASMR bit, and I'm not sure if it landed at all. Choo Choo Charles, which is a Thomas the Tank Engine horror game. I mean, the show is scary because they're all British, but this is a different thing. There was Shim, which is a platformer where you're a little shadow frog that can only move in the shadows. I like that. That's a neat little mechanic. Here you go. This is for you. They did a game where the sheep is the devil. It's like a cute thing, but it's evil. That's fucking crazy. This woman has gone mad with jeans! Kyle fucking Inception cursed the chairman of Cars.
They should make a Hot Wheels racing game, but it's like all the tracks are like plastic Hot Wheels tracks.
They've done that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Many a time, actually. And You didn't buy any of them.
I did buy one of them, and it was a city. It wasn't a plastic track. I want it to be orange. This is Hot Wheels. I was joking about this, and now it's happening.
What the fuck, Kyle?
I
You brought this evil into our
manifested
house.
it.
You brought this evil.
Out of all the brainscapes it could have tapped into, why did it have to be Kyle's?
Childs be iPadding. If you had a giant robot, what would you do? Would you water grains with it? What are you, some kind of farmer?
I don't know if the game is fun enough for me to be a furry.
I hate to tell you this, Kyle, but you can consume content like this without wanting to fuck animals. I hope you know
I
that.
don't think I'm strong enough, Phil. I just really don't.
This looks kind of neat. It's like a stealth game with a mechanic where you can... Oh, man. I'm sorry, I have to take this back now. Say what you will about cocoons, you probably don't, but they deserve credit for being maybe one of the funniest things that nature has ever created. Like, a thing will vomit out a coffin for itself and then go in and turn into goo. It's comedy gold. That's what they say when they see my dick. They say, whoa, long.
Whoa, long.
Oh my fucking...
I'm gonna double down with you on that one.
Hideo Kojima showed up and said, Hideo Kojima. And then everybody peed.
So it's finally time then. Let us see Garfield.
But if you want to go in, I'll wait in the car. Leave the window up. I want the heat stroke. Is that a remake of the Crisis Core for the old Final Fantasy VII? Or is it now a Crisis Core reboot for the remake sequel Final Fantasy VII?
I don't know, actually. I'm actually unaware.
Fucking A. If you don't solve this black and white riddle, the Queen of England kills you with her laser eyes. Like how Parliament works. Wait, Pac-Man's family have been kidnapped?
Pac-Man's family has been kidnapped.
Is that why he was doing all that? I refuse to believe that's why he eats ghosts.
The butt bounce.
Mario X Minions gun show loophole is getting pretty close, huh? There's a specific type of person whose life I could just see becoming consumed by this. Assuming it finds them before collecting Ray Dunn. It's like Supreme, but for white women. Go live your life as an anime farmer and fucking be quietest. Come back next time, and I'll show you how to turn one video game into one girlfriend. That's right, I've finally cracked the gamer's wager. You don't want to miss it. But it's about Kirby getting fat in like a prize pig winning a blue ribbon happy sort of way, not a he turned 30 and his metabolism slowed down depressing sort of way. In fact, it seems like the only thing that affected gamers' mental health negatively was when they felt like they were being pressured to play video games. Which, I mean, come on, pressured to play video games? What does that even mean? You've still got 25 levels to go on your battle pass. There's only 2 weeks left in this season. Have you done your daily challenges yet? There's a limited time event going on this weekend and there's a pretty cool hat in it, and if you don't get it now, it's gone forever. You get a bonus if you log in every day and play a match, and it's a streak, so if you break it, it goes away. Are you not logging in daily? What are you doing? I love what gaming has become. Hey, do you want to blow off some dicks? Oh, wait, that came out wrong. Tell your mom to go back in the living room. Kyle put pop punk music and a laugh track over that totally hella tight 2000s Burn, which will be about H.H. Holmes's murder castle, a kind of real thing that didn't really exist. Kind of like how Dracula was based on a real person, but he wasn't actually a vampire. He was just a normal guy who wouldn't take a bath. LeBron is here, and who knows? This may also kick open the door for other characters from the Space Jam 2. I think it was called the Serververse, such as slightly bigger CGI Don Cheadle and LeBron James's son, but he's an actor. So who all's coming besides your mom, dude? Kyle! So if fish fear you, women want to be you, men want you. Your rod is your instrument that connects you to the wilderness and the circle of life and death. A cold beer by your side as you engage in the struggle between man and bass. The sun beating down on the brim of your hat as you wipe sweat from your mustache. Bait on your line, you lie in wait on the perfect Sunday afternoon out on the water where wives dare not nag. And you'll be reeling in a big one. The Ascent, I got a scent for you. Joke! Come back next time and I'll let you drink from the cauldron of boiling gamer slime. It's the only nutrition a growing gamer needs after all. And if you eat the worm, you get $5. Oh yeah, there's a worm in there. Whatever, drink it next time. Bye. That's right, I said it. I don't believe in economics. If you dig a big hole under Wall Street, you know what you're gonna find? A dude down there going, duh, I don't know. I don't know. That's what you want to believe in? The economy is a fairy tale. And like a fairy, it dies if you don't believe in it or hit it with a shoe. But this isn't about me getting the push I needed to finally cut into my drywall and clean out all the little corpses I no longer believe in so I have a place to hide my gold. It's about all of us telling economics to fuck off. You see this stock? I don't. That's just a blank screen, dude. You're nuts. But you don't have to be. Stop believing in it. It's not real. This is a video game news show. I'm Lyle Rath, and this is Pregame Discharge. Fuck you. They premiered the Pokemon car. Wasn't that something that needed to exist? You know how in Pokemon they're always saying #BigLove? Well, the car says it too. Anyway, Jeff Keighley dumped a bunch of creamy crapola in my lapola, so let's pick out the corn, shall we? Disgusting. Well, Britmate You Whatso was pretty unhelpful with clarifying that.
We are passionate about making games and telling stories.
And Sonic becomes infected with red-handitis and tries to punch an albino child to death, but luckily the child explodes. It's actually looking like a nice blend of Doom and BioShock, and it had robot lesbians doing what I think is it? Yeah, maybe. Hey, you get that out of there, you sicko! The Subnautica team is making a game called Moonbreaker about those paintable miniatures. Not in the way that, like, there are Warhammer games. It's a game about the paintable miniatures, and a novelist wrote the miniatures. They had him sitting in a chair, and he said, "Hi, I'm Righty Book. I've written so many books that only I could be qualified to write a toy saying, 'Here comes blasts!' That's the things I write now." I came out the fuck books and the MySpace bio cuts. I am not the one. I have no idea who this guy is. He might be fine. Do you want to go ha 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 ha? Well, good news then, because funny games are coming. Come, get it? Come funny! To be fair, if you're watching this show, I assume you like video games and could go for a good chuckle once in a while. And comedy can be pretty vibeless in the form of an out-of-context trailer. So maybe in the right atmosphere, you know, you dim the lights, you get some candles going, and then you hear it. Come. And you will laugh. Your objective is presumably to get your reading glasses and squint and go, "Is that one me there? Wow, I feel really connected to this." If I wanted a trailer with a story, I'd go visit my Uncle Randall. His done got shotgun holes in it. The insurance companies say it don't count if you put them there yourself, but them's burglar holes far as I sees it. You ain't got a torso thick enough to stop a 12 gauge, you're liable for whatever comes out the other side. What the fuck was I talking about? Lightfall. More like light balls, am I right?
right, fellas? Cause I just came 10 pounds. Woo! Come funny once again!
I mean, even outside of video games, I follow guitars pretty closely, and those just got more expensive across the board. So yeah, inflation sucks.
Hello, everybody!
Oh my goodness.
With Harvestella, a game everyone's excited for, right? Harvestella?
I think that the stores in town open at 8 a.m. Oh, something shiny.
Shiny,
Oh,
yes,
no.
shiny.
And all of a sudden, the people in the town are gathering because, oh no, a giant crystal element is falling towards the Earth.
Oh no.
The planet.
Anyway, here are the game releases for the month.
Come back at the end of every month for new episodes, you effing chodes. Ha! Frick!
Everyone always asks me why I'm so angry all the time. And the answer is simple.
Because I put in the work. You can't just get this kind of rage with a fast metabolism and some mommy issues. No, this has been vigorously sculpted with brutal resistance training. Look at him.
Look at his little face. Who could be mad at that? I'll tell you who. I could. Aw, you hungry.
Fuck you! If you can stay angry through getting sloppy while listening to your favorite song and watching a sunset, imagine the multi-layered fury you can call on when you actually need it. Life will give you challenges, but you have to fight through them, even if there is no fight. Cause if you never stop fighting, then a fight starting is a double fight fist accelerating. So it's actually mean and tough what I'm doing right now.
Glad we cleared that up. Nah, if you like farming games, I mean, I'm genuinely happy for you. You have so many farms you can go to now that are neither a literal farm or a euphemism for having you put down, which is usually what I'm talking about when I bring that up. There's a new Fire Emblem called Fire Emblem Engage. You play as this DeviantArt to VTuber pipeline-looking ass who can use a magic wedding ring to canonically marry and fuse together with all your favorite Fire Emblem characters like Marth and
Sigurd, leave it to me.
Wait, what?
Sigurd.
Oh, sick. Oh, okay. That is not what I thought he said. When I say Pikmin 4, do you think, wow, I hope that's happening? Well, fuck you. Miyamoto came here to show your bitch ass a mobile game. Leave. I mean, that's big. If you play for stats, your character will look like they Mr. Magoo through a San Francisco Goodwill the whole game.
The reveal trailer features Billy Tekken going fist to fist against his doppelganger, Dark Billy.
They really want you to know that this took place in that time where swords and guns lived in harmony, like when George Washington done rode dinosaurs in the Bible.
And he said,
"Hee, you've asked the perfect question to make me accidentally reveal that multiplayer may indeed be an aspect of this, teehee."
Well, Danny, it seems we can't hide anything from you.
You can't.
So
should be like a no homo for bad jokes. Holy shit, that's what no pun intended is. And this is Blizzard taking you out for ice cream before they tell you that it's better for mommy and loot boxes to take some time apart. Oh, and also meet battle passes. He's moving in. You got used to your heroes just being there for you? This is the real world, kiddo. Their presence is conditional. You gotta earn it. We've replaced the system that approximates gambling with good old-fashioned habit-forming negative reinforcement. The children are saved. Halo Infinite may have its last chance to save itself before it gets Kobe'd into the fucking garbage. And to be clear, I'm talking helicopter, not three-pointer, with the way this development cycle's been going. There's a new trailer for Stetter Blade? Now you might be asking yourself, am I having a stroke? I mean, I wouldn't blame you. That thing clings like a motherfucker and you're only human. But yes, you have seen this game before, and it wasn't called Stellar Blade. That's what that says. Shit. I did not know that without Googling it, but I did know to Google it. That's the kind of integrity you get here when I feel like it. Jimmy Fallon Fortnite fans, get ready to hit the gritty and jump off the battle bus straight into the Fallonverse. What could bring these two titanic franchises of unprecedented quality together, you might ask? Why, the Samsung phone, of course, which this advertises somehow. Welcome to the future of gaming, by the way. How you liking it? Team Ninja showed us the goods on Wo Long. To its credit, it does look pretty long. Not shockingly so. I don't know that I'd excitedly let out some sort of interjection or anything, but it's either that or start another Elden Ring playthrough I know I won't finish. Now that game makes me say whoa long, but sometimes whoa appropriate length is good enough if it puts in the effort, right? Sometimes it's about the motion of the ocean. You feel me? Do you know what I'm talking about? Your girlfriend isn't happy. She wanted me to slip a joke about it into the episode, but I think I should just be straight up with you. It's serious. You remember when the Boston Red Sox guy read about how much money World of Warcraft was making, so he thought he could get quote-unquote Bill Gates rich by making a video game and then somehow trick the government of Rhode Island into using tax dollars to fund Kingdoms of Amalur? I mean, where's the bar at? Are we big Bobby Kotick stands here? Like, and there's a tabletop game kind of deal called Demio. Bad marketing. They should have called it Game Dunio. Wouldn't have made sense now, but it aged into it. Disney games only exist for well-intentioned grandparents to buy as Christmas presents because they don't know what Kratos looks like. Mans with TVs for heads. See, that last one is scary because they can make you watch whatever they want.
We are the Lizard Squad and we are nothing to fear.
The baby has fallen. That's right, live service game Babylon's Fall will be shutting its servers down early next year in a genre-defining failure that will leave the game completely unplayable a year after its launch. Not that anyone was playing it anyway. Roughly 2 months after the game came out, the concurrent player count dropped to just 1 player. But who are they? That was what I wanted to find out, so I started my search. My first thought was to look for anyone actively talking about the game on internet forums, but that was a dead end. My next instinct was to buy the game on Steam and see if it would instance me with the other player if I logged on. But not only is the game no longer available on Steam, according to Steam charts, I wouldn't have found them anyway. Our mystery player was on PlayStation, but PSN wasn't selling the game either, and my local GameStop had given away all the remaining copies as frisbees. I thought I hit a dead end. Nothing I tried was working, but then I had an idea. PlayStation has a publicly listed trophy leaderboard. I couldn't see who was playing, but I could see who had played. After manually adding over 62 players, I finally found who I was looking for. And after all this time, I could have never expected who it would be.
Hi there, I'm Mitch Boogwall. I'm a game reviewer, and I work for JostleJoysticks.com.
You're a game reviewer? I was not expecting that. This is kind of a weird question, but do you know why I'm talking to you right now?
No, sir. I figured you might want my professional input, but I'm beginning to think that's not the case.
It's kind of the case. I mean, you're familiar with the video game Babylon's Fall, right?
Babylon's Fall. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so you are currently the only remaining player of that game.
I don't think that's right. You must have got the wrong guy.
Boogerwaller Big M, that's you, right? That's your screen name?
That's me, yeah.
According to PSN, you're online on Babylon's Fall right now. You're literally playing it.
No, you can see my hands. I'm not doing it.
But I mean, you're probably not playing it, but you're online.
No, I haven't even touched my PS4 in months. God, hang on. Let's see. Oh, shit. It is on. Let me just... Oh my God! It was on the whole time. I had no idea. God, man, I'm such a klutz. You still there, Lyle?
Anyway, here are the game releases for the month.
Do people think I've been playing this?
Gamers, I regret to inform you that with Halloween quick approaching, fucking air conditioning, this isn't a game at all. It's a wear job! And that's not as hard as it sounds! You open your mouth to complain, but what comes out reveals to the world that you're 30! Let's be real. The most impressive improvement here is that avatars have legs now! Holy fuck!
Legs!
And if you don't, fear not, because your avatar can scream happily from their wheelchair. Look how much fun they're having! Ah! The first is a ground-up remake of The Witcher 1, codenamed Canis Majoris. Okay, who's laughing? I know it's part of the vagina, but this is serious. Wait, no, the other one is called Serious. Never mind, you're good. Annapurna, more like Canasperma. Silent Hill F, written by Epic Dragon Hacksaw 69. A Silent Hill game set in 1960s Japan, where flowers grow so meanly that your face fall off. So there should be something in there to enjoy for all you hillheads out there. Also, before you say it, yes, I am aware Pyramid heads would have been better, but I'm already using that for people who sell Herbalife, and that's funnier to me, so I'm not changing it. That's the hill I die on. A loud one. You hillbillies can be silent. This is a fucking outrage, though. Blatant disregard for the integrity of stupid, sexy video game outfits. I cannot in good conscience continue to appear in this game. Remove me this instant. Now you can say a lot of bad things about Google Stadia. Go ahead. Say 'em. It's no Smurfs card. But what is? I'll tell you what is. This is, you fucking Philistines! Smurfs cart is a work of Smurfs art that you couldn't even begin to comprehend! We're having a hog of a time here on the only pig-centric video game show on the web. So why don't you dive on into the slop and embrace the pig within? It's a little something we like to call tradition. Ever since our foundation in 1929, when Papa Oldadiah Rath famously said,
"The pig episode is the key, Redeemer. You know the draw of the hog cannot be denied. The million eyes that stare from beyond are children hungry for pig-based content. Your path is clear. Now go." So get your curly little tail down here and pig off with us. Catch a pig, name a pig, race a pig, call a pig, all the pig-related activities. You can see the intelligence in them. They're not too different from you or I. So what are you waiting for? I'm Lyle Rath, and this here's Pregame Discharge. Can you really complain? Well, can you? Leave your complaints in the comments down below. Doesn't even have to be about The Witcher. You can just complain about anything. Go ahead. Blanc, a black and white game about animals being friends that my girlfriend shrieked at, which is usually how I gauge if something is cute or not. But it's pretty much the only thing we've seen of a new Mass Effect game since the little teaser in 2020, where Bluina goes digging through the snow for an ancient end pass that's good for 7 of them. That's like finding a 50-cent coin or a $2 bill or something. She shouldn't spend that. Well, I don't expect it not to be a mediocre game for babies. It doesn't look as lazy as tie-in games usually do. Why is Smurfs card up here? Don't you dare disrespect the Citizen Kane of gaming! Level 0, which is some kind of space scary. Once Human, which is a different kind of space scary. Moon Mystery, where it's finally time to stop being scared of space and start asking the real questions. Motherfucker hatches. Motherfucker made of cheese. Drama time. Wee-oo. The whole thing's just a dick sandwich, man. A dick salad sandwich. That's where you chop up the dick. I'm kind of feeling it, okay? You always tell me to feel it, and then when I do, you never let me. God, I hate you! Because everybody needs somebody else, you know, to blame. You can blame me for organizing the Diarrhea Trot, the world's first diarrhea-centric charity marathon, and I can blame you for personally having so much diarrhea that we unintentionally broke the record for most diarrhea in a single venue, which raised a lot of money for charity and earned you the title of the Czar of Diarrhea. If you don't remember, it's because you passed out from all the diarrhea. I assume if you remember, you wouldn't have come to dinner. But that's what got you a spot at the table where nobody takes accountability for anything. Why don't you try it on for size? Blame Krosnevog for something. Great! See how easy that is? I think we all learned a lot. Goodbye now. If I told you there was going to be a BioShock 4, you'd probably say something like, does Infinite count as BioShock 3? And I'd say, who cares? You got clickbaited. That's what this timestamp says, and it will forever live in the metadata of this video how much of a fool you are. Not to be confused, of course, with Atomic Heart, or as I'm calling it in the tags, BioShock 5. Another very BioShocky looking game that also got a trailer at the Game Awards, complete with a chuggy as hell Mick Gordon track, which also makes it Doom 2016 Eternal 3. That's how it works. Sorry, into the description it goes. Don't hate the gamer, hate the game.
Al Pacino.
Wait, what?
It's hard for me to see the teleprompter.
Okay, so I guess he's here to give Christopher Judge a gamey. What do I call this thing?
Heavy.
He gave an impassioned speech that moved many, and it's still going. Okay.
Thank you. I think it's kind of common knowledge that we were honored to go to Tribeca, 2 different upbringings.
This is an experience for me. One I didn't expect, but here I am.
I relate to Corey.
Christopher, hurry up, man. We're burning Steam Decks here. Chris, he's going to be going for a while. That's fine. Actors, am I right? And speaking of actors, here's a game called Crime Boss Rockay City. There are actors in it. Isn't that what you want in video games, is actors? If you squint real hard, you can barely make out that it's a first-person shooter from the trailer, but who gives a shit about that? What gamers care about is actors! Oh, shit. I said actors too many times and Hideo Kojima showed up. What's that in your mouth, boy? Is that a trailer for Death Stranding 2? The baby is out of the jar now. That's not a euphemism. Look, okay, ignoring the fact that this game went into mommy's closet and is now awkwardly walking around in her adult-sized high heels with that title, I gotta say, it's got some creepy slime. I could see the slime really creeping someone out. Will that someone be you? Only slime will tell. Diablo 4 is coming out in June, and Blizzard has been bequeathing some lucky game reviewers with an early build of the game. Apparently, Pregame Discharge is not an enqueefable enough publication to be queefed upon, according to the queef chief over at Blizzard. I can't imagine why. God damn it. Shit. Men, huddle up. Lesbians, you can get in on this too if you want. Okay, what the fuck is our play here? We've been telling our girlfriends we play Bayonetta for the story, and they just totally call our fucking bluff. What do we do? Do we buy this? Because I really don't want to. Hey, sorry, we're just talking about the lore implications. Real nerdy, boring stuff. Then Luke Sky Ginger also turned real, and then at the end he pulls out a second lightsaber and it plays the God of War theme. As long as you're allowed, just make sure you ask. I'm not really a fighting game guy, but Street Fighter 6 hit my radar pretty hard after seeing people make some absolutely fucked custom characters in the beta. If you know, you know.
You never played Pokemon?
Wait, is that Chansey?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Chicken 8 also got a trailer showing some story, which is, of course, what we're all playing Tekken for, right, men and lesbians again? I'm sorry, lesbians. You don't have to keep coming back for these. There's snacks over there if you want to just chill for a bit. Joe Tekken gets imbued with MILF powers. Blue Protocol is a game I swear I didn't just give a dumb joke title to. It looks like it's built by the team that makes Tales of Melsiphus, which I did just give a dumb title to. So if you were playing those games and you thought, wow, I wish this was an MMO, I guess you used your wish and you don't get another one. So Armored Core 6, the first game in the Robot Elden Ring franchise, is a game by From Software and the Dark Souls guy that was just announced. Let me tell you, someone holding their controller backwards just had all their buttons pushed. You are playing video games and I am playing 9D chess. Relax. So like in the old ones, you could be a tank or a Metal Gear Walker type thing, or a fast flying guy, or a fake gamer like you who didn't play it. I played it. Oh boy, when I played that game, that was a game I played. Spread Cells is getting an Assholevania expansion that presumably lets you play as Rector and Faluhard, and Dragon Age Spread Wolf. I need to stop. Got a teaser where that little feller reads you a picture book and says that the bad guy in the game is really, 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 really bad. The Suicide Squad game got a trailer where Batman kills a guy on purpose, as opposed to all the other times where Batman hits people until they stop moving and assumes they're not dead. Sonic Frontiers got a content update roadmap. Sonic's birthday is passive-aggressively on there. I guess you didn't wish him a happy birthday last year. You might want to do that this time because he's kind of mad at you. Are you a girl? Are you magic? Well, start yazzing and poop out all your blood, queen, because they're making an open world magical girl game. It's called Infinity Nikki, and its gameplay revolves around Sailor Moon transforming into different cute outfits for various magic powers. For example, this blue dress makes you fly, and the detective outfit allows you to pay the fuck attention so you don't hit your knee on furniture and shit. You accident-prone hot mess. Drink water! Listen here, you binko stinko, I'm gonna weave you a tale. Call of Duty has raids now, if you didn't see it on your Hulu-looking-ass game menu when you signed on to Warnet or whatever. Grab a few of your buds and go shoot a really big soldier for 45 minutes until he dies or something.
I have a dream.
Whoa, okay, slow your roll, buddy. First of all, I was already thinking about civil rights before you said that, okay? And second, if I was alive during segregation, I would have called it segrenowation. and it would have ended sooner. What did you think of it, flamingo lady?
Yay! Loud!
At least someone understands me. I'm Lyle Rath, and this is not over! You just couldn't help yourself, huh? This was my big day. Man, what are you talking about? That was a party you threw for yourself. Yeah, well, I sure showed up, didn't I? Oh, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Takes one to know one. Clicking a bit more now, isn't it? Okay, well, this has been enlightening. It's given me a lot to reflect on. Are we done? Done. We're just getting started.